Good evening and welcome everybody. It is Thirsty Thursday. You know how we do it on this Thursday. Welcome. My name is Jesse and this is Questionable Sports. But first, let's start off right. Cheers to everybody out there. Good evening. Ah, now that's how you take a shot. How you doing? Thank you, Mom. Welcome. I'm doing great. It is Thursday. Living the dream. You didn't see it, Oscar? Oh man, I don't have my bottle. Do it again. Let me get my bottle. Now do it again. But give me a second. Hey, just hit the rewind button. There you go. Hit the rewind button. Oh, hold on. Fix my mic real quick. There we go. But you know how we do it. Sorry, I was fixing something. But all right, here we go. Let's get this party started. Let's find out what we got going on today. Today, I've already welcomed y'all. Welcome. I took my shot. Hopefully, y'all seen it. If not, I'm sorry. Hit the rewind button. We're going to talk about who are the Lions. That's who the Cowboys are playing this week. Who's playing tonight? Who I got for the NFL? Saturday games. Oh, it's this week. This Saturday is so awesome. So excited. Scotty, is he back? I think he is. We got to see what he has to say today. We got the question of the day. And put a shot on the segment. It's where I put a shot. I pick a games, pick who the winner is. And if I'm wrong, I'll put a shot on it on Saturday. I'll take the shot on Saturday. And of course, it being my show, I have the last word. So, starting off, nah, it's got to be live. Damn it. What up, Kay? Thank you for joining. How you doing today on this Thirsty Thursday? I know you got a little something drinking on. What you drinking on? What y'all drinking on? What is everybody drinking on today? Anybody drinking on anything? I took my shot. Apparently, uh, somebody missed it. Give me one sec. Um, but I am drinking a Long Island iced tea out of, I don't know, my favorite college football team. Uh, but um, it's a Long Island iced tea. That whiskey white, right, Kareem? That Buffalo Trace. Thank you. So, but this is a pre-made. It's already pre-made, so it's made with rum and some other stuff. So, it's not as strong, but it'll do the job. It's cheap. It's only like $17 or 17.99 at the store, and it's a big bottle. Probably about that big. Water. I got water right here, and I got Gatorade. So I'm ready. I'm hot. I'm dehydrated. I'm gonna be hydrated. So don't worry. I got plenty to drink. But since Mr. Oscar said he didn't see me, here we go again. Oscar, cheers. Cheers to you. Yeah. Good thing I ain't working tomorrow, I tell you that much. But starting about who is the Lions? Who are the Lions? I didn't even realize I wasn't on the big screen, but I know y'all saw me in the corner. So the Lions, their starting quarterback, Jared Goff, he is really good. Thank you, Oscar. He is really good. He's got 1,015 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's got 4 interceptions, so he's his decision making is questionable, but he's still a good quarterback. He's a gunslinger. He's scary good. The Lions, ever since they picked him up, I think and it's crazy to say that because they had Matthew Stafford, but it seems like they've been a better team since they got him. I think he maybe fit the schemes a little better. I mean, Matthew Stafford, when he was there, he was a gunslinger too. But the thing with him is he had no defense. Oh my gosh, their team was terrible with defense. They had offense. They've always had offense. That's one thing they've always had is offense. Now this team, I'll go a little bit over the defense right now. I guess it's not the best defense. It's a solid defense. It's a good hustle team. I like their running back. I'm not running back, linebacker. God, starts with an R. Yeah, he used to play with the Rams. They actually just traded quarterbacks. It was crazy when that happened. So I just turned and looked at the game. I just saw the Seattle just threw an interception. Good thing I have Geno Smith on my fantasy football team. I didn't start him. I started Josh Allen. The coach Dan, he changed. Yeah, he did. He really did change the culture. Cream. I totally agree with you. He made it to you. You got to be tough. It's Detroit. You got to be tough. Just the whole. And when I think of Detroit, I do think of that. Tough. Not gonna say dirty, but like blue chip. Hard workers. That's auto industry every area. So that's how I think of Detroit. So and he changed that. That's what he's doing. He's changing the culture. It's like, hey, we're gonna go out here. We're gonna scrap it. If you ever watched his pre-game and post-game interviews, they're actually pretty good. But he always says they're scrapping for everything. So I actually like him as a coach. I actually like the team. I like Detroit. It's just I don't like them this week because they're playing the Cowboys. Of course, I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win. For them to win, it's going to be tough. They got the running backs are Jamar Gibbs and David Montgomery, two running backs. Gibbs gets 285 yards, 3 touchdowns, and Montgomery has 271 yards, 4 touchdowns. Two-headed monster on running backs, both quick. I think Montgomery may be more the power running than Gibbs because Gibbs he's fast. He makes fast people look not so fast. So hopefully they can stop the run. I mean, they've been playing pretty good the last 2 games, but this is a whole different running game than it was against Najee Harris and then the Giants, who don't really have a running game. Cream said he got away with that loser mentality in Detroit. Oh man, you're exactly right. Hey, you remember when they lost all them games that one year? I don't know how. I ain't never been a part of a team that lost a lot of games. I've been lucky enough to be a part of a team that's actually won and made playoffs, and even going from Pee Wee all the way up to high school. That's as far as I went. It was always just winning. I was on a winning team and never won. Oh, I did win the champion one year, my junior year. Remember that, Kareem? That was fun. Scrappy D. That's what they used to call us. Me and Kareem used to be on defense. My mom think they should have kept. I don't think you meant kick. Pollard. I like Pollard as a running back, but I don't know if he wasn't as great last year. He was not good. I don't even think if he's doing much in Tennessee. That's where he's at. But he wasn't great last year. He didn't help the Cowboys that much in the running game. So I'm okay with what they did by letting him go. We saved a little bit of money. And I need to look. I saw this thing that says the Cowboys have right now have the most not the most, but one of the top cap room right now in the NFL. So I need to see if that's true. I was like, if that's true, why are we not going after Devontae Adams? You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, if Jerry's all in, why are we not going after him? Especially with Cooks being out. I mean, I know Tolbert played hella good this past week, but still, it's Devontae Adams. Why not keep him? They also have 2 receivers. Golly. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's really, really good. He's really good in the slot, going across the middle. He's not scared to catch the balls across the middle. That's what makes a good receiver great. So he's not afraid to get hit. But when he does catch the ball, he can break tackles. When he gets out in the open, he's really fast. And then they got Jameson Williams, who has 280. He's actually the leading receiver with 289 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amon St. Brown has 252 with 2 touchdowns. So they got a 2-headed monsters at running back and a 2-headed monsters and receivers. So, and let's not even forget they got a tight end. Poirier, how do you say his name? I don't even know how to say his name. It starts with the P. Uh, so I'm not good with names, especially announcing them. That's why I'm not an announcer. Uh, so they have, like I said, they got a two-headed monsters, a running back and on receivers. But the thing is, yes, Cook is coming back. He's out for 4 games. They put him on the IR. IR stands for injured reserve, and when they put you on the injured reserve, you're out for 4 games automatically, no matter what. So he's out 4 games, but he'll be back. They put him on last week, so he missed Steelers. He's gonna miss this one. He's gonna miss the bye week. Well, nobody plays in the bye week, and I can't remember who's there out of the bye week. But after the second game after the bye week, he should be back. So we'll see. But maybe by then, Tolbert could be stepping up, and Turpin's been playing the hella good. They need to give him the ball a little bit more, I believe. He's been playing good, getting open. So let's see what else I got. Oh, speaking of Goff, the thing about Goff that I've noticed is if his first read's there, he's chunking the ball to his first read. But once you start getting him in the second and third read, when he's got to look around, he starts panicking. And that's when he makes his bad decisions. And that's why we need Parsons. We have to have Parsons back this week if we're really gonna have a chance. I haven't heard anything yet about if he's gonna be playing or not, but we need to get that pressure on. We can't just have him sitting back there just picking the Cowboys defense apart, especially with us still with the back. Well, we're like on a third string corner on one side. Wilson is not a very good cover guy. Hooker, he's okay covered. But we gotta get pressure on the quarterback, and we can't just have him sitting back picking a defense apart. So let's see what else I got on that. Talk about the defense. Like I was saying earlier, the defense is not. This is actually probably, I guess you could say, one of the weakest defense, but they're still a good defense. They still have one of the best. Another great defensive end we're going against with Aiden Hutchinson. He's really good, really fast off the ball. So if you don't get a good kick, steal, or I'm not sure who's playing tackle this week yet. That's another thing I haven't looked up too. If you don't get a good kickoff, then good luck. That's all I gotta say, because he's gonna be around you really pretty damn quick. But a little chip, he's not T.J. Watt good. I mean, he's good, but he's not T.J. Watt. He does have 6.5 sacks on this season, but he's more one dimensional. He's more of a speed rusher than he is a power rusher. So he just tries to beat you around the corner as quickly as possible. So, but like I said, this is not one of the best defenses the Cowboys are going to be playing. So I was surprised how good they're moving the ball up and down the field against the Steelers, especially with the team they have. So if they can do that against the Steelers, I'm hoping they can do that against the Lions. But instead of field goals, we got to score touchdowns. It's got to be touchdowns. I'm getting tired of these damn field goals. And the thing about it, it's in the red zone. A fumble, an interception, and then a blocked field goal. That's 17 points you're taking off the board the Cowboys could have put up. So they got to be better. They got to be better disciplined. That's one thing that pisses me off about the Cowboys is their discipline. God dang, it be pissing me off. Holding, especially at their big play or a false start or not lining up right. That's just on offense itself. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now, and I'm sure I know y'all are, because y'all watch the same damn game I'm watching. Cheers. Got to drink something at that little rant there. Sorry. Oscar said they need to quit bullshit and start playing from the get-go and not at the. You're right, and I've said that before. How, especially on the defensive side of the ball, offense as well. But how many times have they sat there and in the first half they gave up 20-some points on defense, and then in the second half they don't give up shit. The other team don't even score. Or how many times, like you said, the offense wants to sit there and stall 2, 3 and outs, and then all of a sudden they just want to come alive against the Ravens. Remember that? They want to come alive in the fourth quarter. I mean, you got to play a whole complete game for them to win. Especially a game against the Lions. This is not going to be no walk in the park. I tell you that right now. But who is playing tonight? that's what we got going on next. Tonight's game. How about in the NHL? You got the Stars and the Predators, who's already playing. I'm actually watching the game right now. It's still 0-0. But they're playing the Nashville Predators, who is actually a pretty good team. This could be a playoff team potential a game in the playoffs, but this is Stars' first game. Oh, damn, two Stars just ran into each other. We also have Major League Baseball. You got the Guardians versus the Tigers, who are playing right now, and the Yankees and Royals. I think the Guardians Tigers may be over already. And you got the Yankees and the Royals playing tonight. You got NFL. You got the 49ers and the Seahawks. That's a big game. Both teams lost last week. Seahawks lost to the Giants. 49ers lost to the Cardinals after 49ers were up by, 13, 14 points last week, and they ended up losing the game. Right now, the score is 0-0. 49ers are about to score, looks like. They're in the red zone. So, I think I like the Seahawks to win that one just because I'm not a 49ers fan. Never have, never will be. But I think Seahawks are going to win that game, or I hope Seahawks win that game, even though they just threw they threw an interception earlier. But if you ask me, I'm going Seahawks on that one. And then we got some college football. You got Coastal Carolina and James Madison at Mid-Tennessee versus Louisiana Tech. Coastal Carolina and the James Madison game might be the game to watch if you're looking for some college football to watch. They're both 4-1, so I think that's going to be a good game. But the reason I put Mid-Tennessee and Louisiana Tech, I always tell y'all, in college football, sometimes the small games are the best games because they're equally matched. They're not playing, they don't have superstars on their team, so they're like everybody's playing for because they love the game, not just because they're trying to get drafted. Some of these small schools do get players drafted out of them, but I love watching them because they're just fun to watch because they're just guys who are out there loving the game of football. So, like I said, if you want to watch, what up, Dominique? Thank you for joining. I'm surprised you're not asleep. You probably just woke up, just say what's up, and then go back to sleep, huh? Oh, night ass. I already took my shot, so I'm not sure if you're gonna take a shot, Dom. I know you don't drink. Well, if you do drink, you fall right back to sleep because you that guy. You're the guy that people whenever you take you set an alarm. I appreciate you setting an alarm so you can watch the show. At least the first 5 minutes of the show. So I'm still waiting on Scotty. Should be joining. I'm not sure when he's going to join. He said 7:30. It's past 7:30, but it's his time. It's not mine. But yeah, like I said, those are the games. The small college. I mean, we gonna get to college in a little bit. You almost got me started already. Don't get me started on college football yet. But yeah, the small games are really fun to watch. Like I said, there's a bunch of guys that just love the sport who just in college because they love it playing football, and they're also getting a degree. I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean, they know that hey, I'm playing for this school. There's probably little chance I'm going to make it in the NFL, but I'm going to go out there and play my heart out. But when I'm done with this, I got to go study because I have a test. You know what I mean? So, but moving on, we got that's true. That degree don't mean nothing. Depends on what that's what's crazy. A lot of these guys they go for like communication or something that doesn't really gonna amount to when you get out of school. I'm not saying communication really doesn't, but it really is. What else can you do? Like, why don't you get into like financing or be an agent? Try to figure out how to be an agent or because man, these agents make a lot of money off these guys. Look at me. I'm looking at you. I'm looking right at you. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Yeah, I keep looking at the screen. I got, like I said, I got hockey here, and then I got football over there. So I'm sorry if I keep looking away because I'm trying to see what's going on in the games. And I'll stop because the Stars will get close to scoring. And then I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be talking to y'all. So, but moving on, we got NFL. Like I said, I'm gonna do my pickups for the NFL. Oh, you have a degree, Oscar? I don't. If you got a degree, why don't you try to be a supervisor? Come try to tell me what to do. Nah, you can't tell me what to do. But anyways, going to the NFL games. I'm doing my NFL picks. You're saying look at you because you have it. Okay. Um, Chargers, the 2-2 Chargers versus the 3-2 Broncos. That game's on CBS at 3:05 on Sunday, of course. I'm gonna go with the Chargers, but one thing you got to watch out: them Broncos defense is really good. And then the offense is kind of being complimentary of them because they're just Bo Nix does turn the ball over a little bit, but they're doing a pretty good job of just not turning the ball over, and their running game is really good to help the defense so they won't be so tired. So be careful with the Broncos. They're coming up with, like I said, they're 3-2, but I'm still gonna go with the Chargers. As Cowboys, of course, Cowboys are winning on Sunday. D, come on, Dominique, you should know that. On that, I'm a drink because I know the Cowboys are gonna win. Long Island iced tea, if you want to know. We also have Washington and the Ravens, which is a really good game. You got the 4-1 Washington against the 3-2 Ravens. Ravens 2 losses again. Their one was the first game Thursday night against the Chiefs, which was a hella good game. They lost by a big toe, and then the second loss was against the Oakland Raiders, which they were winning, and then they end up losing because they let the Raiders come back. I'm not sure what happened, but last week Bengals put some points on them. Last week, they're something's wrong with that Ravens defense. Something's wrong with that Ravens defense. And you can't be wrong. Something wrong with you going against this high-power offense that this Washington Commanders. That quarterback, Jalen Daniels, likes to throw the ball. So, good luck. Good luck, defense. That's all I can say. But I'm going to pick the Ravens to win that one. Again, guys, don't forget, today's put a shot on it. Let me know what games you want me to put a shot on for college football. And then on Saturday, if I'm wrong, I'll take that shot. But we're not on that segment yet. But I'm just giving y'all a heads up so y'all can put y'all's teams in now, and I can let y'all know. Next game, I got whoa, god damn!
Hey,
Scotty came out of nowhere. He's like a ninja. Welcome, Scotty. He said, I thought that was Jesus calling me. Thought it was my time.
yeah, time to go home.
Trying to know him. I don't want to. I don't want to go to that house yet. What's going on, Scotty? Good evening.
What's up?
I'm doing the NFL pick'ems. I already did the Chargers and the Broncos. I chose the Chargers. Washington Ravens. I just did the Washington Ravens, and I picked the Ravens. The next one, I guess you
Ravens?
huh?
Oh no, you picked Ravens over Washington?
Yeah, for sure. Just because they're in the same division as the Cowboys. That's the only reason. I was like, if I was putting money on it, I might go Washington because what I saw out of the Ravens defense last week when Joe Burrow just cooked them.
Your defense has been struggling.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. Dom's here, Oscar's here, Kareem's here, my mom's here. That's all I know that's in the chat right now. So, anybody else hasn't said what's up yet if they are in. Now we're going to the Bengals, the Giants. Since Scotty's here, go ahead, Scotty. Who you got? Everybody would like to hear this. Oh, my sister's
Giants.
here. Love you, sister. Thank you for joining.
Giants, of course.
Giants after that great win against Seahawks.
Yeah, that was without Malik Neighbors too.
Oh, you're right. He was out that game. I remember.
Yeah, Daniel Jones put up probably one of his best games since 2022 when they made it to the playoffs that year.
Did he run a lot? I didn't watch the game, so I don't know if he.
No, well, he had a.
Because I feel like when he runs the ball, they're a better team because he gives them another dimension.
Yeah, he ran some against Seattle.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly how many yards he had.
But I think the defense is what helped y'all a lot, especially with that blocked field goal.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yep. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I just think their offense has finally woke up. I think they're gonna put some points on the board against the Giants. I don't know if the Giants can keep up with the points. So, and Giants.
Yeah.
The Giants, I don't think their defense. Well, again, Ravens' defense is supposed to be good, but the Giants don't have the defense that the Ravens have. So
Yeah, we did have 7 sacks on Geno Smith last week, though.
Damn it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably what is y'all's. That's probably y'all's best is y'all's D front.
Yeah.
So but don't give if you can't if you give Joe Burrow some time, he's gonna go deep on you all day, especially with
Yeah.
uh Chase. I can't remember his first name. Jamal Chase. There
Yeah.
you
Jamar. Yeah.
go. The next game we got is the Bills and the Jets. Who you got?
Uh,
Hold on, Scotty.
J-
Somebody said something. They said my
okay.
mom said, Scotty, you pick Pittsburgh. I'm not gonna let that go. My mom, she's gonna talk shit.
I thought they were gonna. I thought they were gonna win.
Hey, Scotty, say we're not experts here. We're just fans.
Yeah.
That's what I like to tell people. I was like, you said this. I was like, hey, I never said I was an expert. But Bills and Jets, who you got?
Well, the Jets has fired their coach, so I'm going with Bills.
I'm going Bills as well. I just feel like yeah, like you said, the Jets fired their coach. I think they gave up on the season. I said this Tuesday. If I don't know if y'all are watching, if anybody was watching, I said once you uh once you fire your coach midseason, you gave up on the season.
Yeah.
If you feel like you have a team,
Sometimes,
very rarely,
sometimes teams can turn it around, but
yeah,
yeah, doesn't
very
happen
rarely.
often.
Somebody 105.3 The Fan. I'm gonna let y'all know where I got my information from. Said it happened twice. Once in the 2000 when in the Raiders 20,000 but 2022 2020 the Raiders did it when they fired their John Gruden
Yeah.
and the backup or the interim coach got them to the playoffs and then back in the back in 68 was the last time. So it's very rare. So that's why I said to me, once you give up or once you fire your coach, you gave up on the season.
Yeah.
Now sometimes you'll see, where they will fire the OC or the the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, or relieve them of their job, but they won't
Yeah.
really fire anybody. Oscar said, "Where you think Devontae Adams is going?" Oh, we talked about that. Was that last Thursday,
I thought
Scotty?
he was going. I thought wasn't he going? Isn't he going to Raiders?
He's with the Raiders. Devontae Adams with the Raiders now.
Oh, I thought I saw it. Maybe it was. I don't remember. I saw he was going
They said
somewhere.
they said the Jets, but they were like, "Why go to the Jets?" And then they said there's talk about the Saints, but now Saints lost their quarterback. Carr's out for at least
Yeah.
4 weeks. They put them on IR. I said Cowboys is probably one of the top picks now. Yeah, Oscar, Cowboys are probably one of the top picks right now. If Cowboys offense comes out flat this week and we Cowboys lose, you might see something happen. I think Cream was saying last week they wanted like a second round pick and some money for him. So that's a lot to
Mhm.
ask for, but
Yeah.
he's good, but I don't know how good you want to say it. Cream said it was the offense that was the problem. Why fired the coach? They had one of the best defenses out there. Their defense is top notch, and that's what he is, a defensive coach. But Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers throws 3 picks. His defense went out there and did what they had to do most of the time, stopped them from scoring, and that of course they lost. So again, like we said, why fire the head coach? So I don't know. I think, like I said
Uh,
on Tuesday, I feel like Aaron Rodgers had something to do with it.
oh yeah.
So you agree? You agree, Scotty? That's good. Mom, you think he's gonna go?
Yeah.
Mom thinks he's gonna go to the Saints. Mom, I mean that was one of them because they were saying that he wanted to go to go back with Derek Carr, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Stars enter first admission. It's a 0-0 still. So again, Stars are playing. If y'all didn't know. But that's it for what we got for my picks. Those 4 games. Chargers over the Broncos. I got Ravens over the Washington. I got Bengals over the Giants and Bills over the Jets. Scotty said he has Washington over the Ravens, Giants over the Bengals, and Bills over the Jets, right?
Yeah. And Chargers.
And he's going Chargers. Okay, I forgot about the Chargers. Yeah, I don't know if you said anything about the Chargers.
No, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, but I said, yeah, you got on a little just after that. But Scotty, let's move on. Let's move on to,
All right.
to what we're really here for. Saturday.
Well, you want to do some baseball?
Okay.
Bro,
Okay.
before we transition over.
Yeah.
We can do the. Well, right now the Yankees and Royals are playing, and Yankees are up 1-0, and the Guardians and Tigers are playing. Guardians are up right now, 4-3. It's game 4 for both of them.
As the best of 5, right?
What's up?
Best of 5?
Yes. Yeah, it's best of 5. Mets already beat the Phillies. They're waiting to play either the Dodgers or the Padres. Whoever wins tomorrow will play the Mets.
That's a 2-2 series, ain't it?
Yeah. So tomorrow's game 5 for the Dodgers and Padres.
Oh, Padres got Yu Darvish going on the mound. Ooh,
yeah,
that's gonna be a good one. So, I actually, you know, I don't have a problem with the Dodgers, but I think it'd be nice if the Padres win just to have that.
Yeah, I would like to see the Padres. I'm not a fan of the Dodgers.
Yeah, I had to pull up the baseball because I wasn't ready. I didn't know we were gonna do that. My bad. So my mom said, "What I'm picking for college football to win is Texas Longhorn status all the way." Okay, Mom, let's get to the next segment. Then we'll talk about it.
All right.
No. Yeah, we'll still talk baseball, but yeah.
That's all I really had for as far as baseball.
Yeah. So the Guardians are beating the Tigers 4-3, and the bottom of the 8th.
Yankees.
And Yankees are up 1-0 on the Royals. But the Detroit's got runners as a first and second with 1 out, and the Royals got runner at first base with no outs. So Garrett Cole's pitching right now for the Yankees, and I don't know who the pitcher is for the Guardians. Hearn, I'm not sure who he is. It's the bottom of the 8th, so he's a bullpen guy. So,
yeah.
I do what is it called? Underdog or whatever. And
yeah.
I did a baseball one yesterday. Underdog, I'm not sponsored by Underdog. Nope. So Underdog, if you're out there, just let you know I use your app. But I did a baseball one. I was so close to winning. I just needed I need somebody to get on just get one more because I had I think I had 1.5 total bases, and they had a 1. I guess they only got a single, so they needed to get a double or get on second. Phillies lost.
Yeah.
Cream said he's picking the Mets.
Yep.
Are they still playing?
Or they win? Mets? No. Yeah. They already won. Oh, they won. Yeah, they already won 3 games.
Oh, okay. So they swept them.
No, it was 3-1, I believe.
Oh, who'd they play?
Phillies.
Oh. Victoria, you said Phillies. I thought the Phillies got knocked out. And now you confused me. So then Scotty had to correct me.
Phillies did get knocked out by the Mets.
Okay. Well, no. See, Scotty's the brains of the operation. I'm just here because I'm here for the looks. That's what I'm here for. My wife's probably back there rolling her eyes. Yeah, Scotty's the brains of the operation, and I'm just here so I won't get fined. But now we're gonna transition to college.
All right.
So we got some games for you. Saturday. If you have nothing to do, I highly recommend sitting in front of the TV and put some college football on.
It's the week of the home underdogs.
The home underdogs. That's what they're calling it. I'm just calling it a badass week of college football. Cream says picking the Mets to win the championship. I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick.
I hope so.
I wouldn't mind the Mets. Mets. When was the last time they won? It's been some time, huh?
Uh, yeah, I know they had a Subway Series one time with the Yankees, but the Yankees swept them.
Yeah. What about When was the last time the
I
Dodgers
know,
won?
I'm not sure. I know Mets won in '86. I
Yeah,
don't know if that was.
yeah.
I think they've
Oscar's
won it one other time since then.
Oscar's jumping the gun. He's like, I'm picking my winners right now. Oscar said he's got Texas, Ole Miss, Ohio, and Tennessee. So I'm guessing Ohio State over Oregon. Ewers is back. Yes, Ewers is playing Saturday. He will be the
Yeah,
starting quarterback, but we're not
I
even
think
there
he.
yet, huh?
Yeah, we haven't got there yet.
But first game first, I'm gonna start off with South Carolina versus Alabama. Number 7th ranked Alabama versus South Carolina. South Carolina is no lay down school. Oscar said, "Too much excitement. I'm ready." Shit, that makes me, you, and I'm sure a million other people out there ready for some college football this weekend. And just in this area, along with the Texas OU game, huge game.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about Texas OU yet. We're talking about South Carolina, Alabama. Stop jumping the gun. Stop jumping the gun. Um, so the South Carolina's 3-2. Again, Alabama's 4-1. Big game playing in Alabama. I feel like um, Alabama should win that game, but
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Ole Miss handled them pretty good last week, so
Yeah,
I think Alabama shouldn't have a problem.
yeah, but we said that about
Their
Vanderbilt.
defense, their defense
So
isn't great,
no,
but
no. I
I heard
bet. Go ahead.
Joe Klatt compared the Alabama team to what's his name? Lincoln Riley's Oklahoma team.
Oh, really? So, if anything,
Like they put up a lot of points. They have to try to outscore their opponents.
yeah, yeah, but they don't have a great defense, and
Yeah.
that's what's crazy. Like it's a total different feel for Alabama team that we're used to especially when you think of Alabama. You have
Oh yeah.
when Nick Saban was there, it was all about defense.
Yep.
So, 49ers just scored. Deebo Samuel just scored. That was a terrible angle by that safety. Terrible angle by that safety. But the Alabama team let's put it this. Remember that like at the end of the game of the Vanderbilt game where number 13 was having thrown that tantrum on the field. Like
Yeah.
everybody was like, if Saban was there, that wouldn't have never happened.
Oh nope.
Saban, like a lot of people don't like Saban, but Saban is a very disciplined kind of coach. Like he's represent Alabama, and he said it himself. You represent Alabama. When he was when I watched the pregame, he's like, well, whatever school you go to, that's who you represent. Yeah, 13. Yeah, I mean that's such a bad look. Oscar said, yeah, 13 was trash. That's such a bad look for your team. That guy's got to be disciplined. They need to sit him for a game. Or I mean, I'm not gonna say a game, maybe a half, but he needs to sit. You can't have that.
He's a captain too.
Yeah. Somebody said I can't remember. I don't know if that was at work. Oscar or Scott, you may have remembered. Somebody may have said if it was Nick Saban, he would have tore that C right off his jersey.
Yeah, I think it was Joe Klatt that said that.
Oh, okay. So I remember. So I remember hearing saying that. You may have told me he said that. But
maybe.
That's crazy. You don't act like that, especially being a captain. Hell no.
Yeah.
You get your ass whooped. If you're supposed to win, you get your ass whooped. It don't matter. You go over there, you shake the other guy's hand, you whoop my ass. I was supposed to beat you. You got me today. I'm gonna get you the next time. That's how it is. I played sports all my life, and it sucks. Trust me, I hate losing. I'm a sore loser. But at the end of the day, I'll go over there and shake that guy's hand. You kicked my ass today, but I'm gonna get you next time.
Yeah.
So, Moving on. Next game, Scotty. I mean, we got so many games. USC, Penn State. Beginning of the year, this was going to
Yep.
be a big game. I mean, it was looking like, oh, this is such great. It still could be a big game, but not for
I think
USC.
it could be. Yeah. I mean, I think USC this game they're pretty much playing for their season. If they lose, then there's no they're out the
That'll playoffs
playoffs
totally.
for sure.
So it's 3 and
So
2,
they're
three
playing
and two
for their
USC.
they're
Yeah,
playing for their season. Penn State.
Penn State still have the chance if they lose because they can still get
Yeah.
the conference championship game.
Yeah.
But USC
Yeah.
and their Big Ten, they're in Big Ten now, are 0 and 2. You come from the Pac-12 thinking you're going to be
Yeah.
something in the Big Ten, and you ain't won a game in the Big Ten yet. This is what happens when you actually play
But
schools.
yeah, there's
Go ahead, Scotty. I'm sorry. I'm just talking shit about
they're
USC.
saying last or the other day I heard that when schools are traveling across the country
Mhm.
from East Coast to West Coast or vice versa, the visiting team is 1-9 so far this year.
Oh, really? Damn. That
Yeah.
time difference is getting to them.
Yeah.
Dang. So, but yeah. So I got pinned. Oh, we're not doing pick'ems yet. Pick'em. There's a fumble on the field. We're not doing pick'ems, but I don't think I have that game though, so I think I could pick that game. I don't. I do have that game, so I'm not gonna say nothing there. The Penn State USC that game. I don't have the time, but I know it's a day game, so it might be a 2:30
So
game.
yeah, it's 2:30.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game to watch Saturday. Again, South Carolina, Alabama is gonna be fun to watch. Next game, Stanford and Notre Dame. People are like Stanford and Notre Dame. Stanford sucks. It's a rivalry game for Notre Dame. So,
Yeah.
and Notre Dame's known as a choke, especially against lower level teams, teams that are not
They
supposed to be good.
should because
I mean, how do you lose to Northern Illinois? Since you know what, since Northern Illinois won that game, they have not won a game since.
no.
They're 0 and 2 now. I think is what their record is since they won that game. So they're living there. I mean, Northern Illinois players, no matter where they're at, no matter like I'm 41. When they're 41 years old, they're gonna sit there and say, "I remember when I." They're gonna have a show just like this, saying, "I used to play for Northern Illinois and we beat Notre Dame when they were ranked number 5." And you know they're gonna be, "I did this. I did. This is how we beat them." You know,
Yep.
and that's their highlight of their life. Which is
Yeah, I heard a quote a couple weeks ago. The guy said that every weekend there's a game that someone will remember for the rest of their life.
that's a great quote. Yes, they will. That's you're absolutely right because there's that always that upset, always that team that should never had won that game, or always that player who had a breakout game that's never 4 touchdowns in one game. So there's always that one like that. That's a great quote. I don't know who said that, but that was a great quote. But yeah, Notre Dame should win that game. If they keep playing like they play,
Yeah.
don't try to throw the ball 50 times. Try to run the ball 50 times. So
Yeah. Yeah, I have Notre Dame
Notre
on that
Dame.
one.
All right, and this is not a big one, but at the beginning of the season, when you looked at the schedule, you might have thought it would have been a big one. Florida and Tennessee, 3-2 Florida versus 4-1 Tennessee. Tennessee is ranked number 8. So,
Yeah. It's at Tennessee, so
yeah, it's at Tennessee. Yeah. I feel Tennessee should win this by a blowout, but this is what college football is all about. You just never know what's going to happen. You have to watch it. You can sit there and think, "Oh, this and this and that," but end of the day, Longhorns play at 2:30. Go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was just saying, Alabama never thought they were going to lose to Vanderbilt.
Exactly. I mean, it was crazy. I think it was like 99% of the people said Alabama was going to win. The 1% people were people probably Vanderbilt fans.
Yeah.
And
they even said the crowd was mostly Alabama fans.
Yeah, if you looked, 'cause I watched the game, if you look, it was a lot of red. But you know
Yeah,
what? You know what's crazy, and this is what I love about college football too. So you go and you have, yeah, the game's at 2:30. Uh, a team like a I'm not gonna say a bad team. Like, let's say Northern Illinois. You have Northern Illinois, and they have fans in the stand at Notre Dame. You have these small schools that have fans in the stands because these are diehard fans who love the school. They maybe went there or they just live next to the school. I'm like, you have to really love, college football or that school to sit there and go to a game. Look, my Baylor sign's all sideways. I gotta fix that. Um, and it's just crazy to see, small schools with big. I said, my mom said, "Thank you, Oscar," because Oscar said 2:30. Said, "Thank you, Oscar," because the announcer is not saying what time. Did I not say 2:30 like 3 times, Scotty? Scotty, are you there? Did we lose Scotty?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah. Okay, I thought did I lose you because you got quiet there for a second? um, but yeah. So, but I'm gonna take Tennessee. Tennessee should bounce back from that loss. So Tennessee over Florida.
Yeah, they're gonna be mad after last week. So
Mm,
yeah,
yep. And
yeah,
Tennessee
Tennessee
lost
too.
to not
They
Kentucky,
played Arkansas last
Arkansas.
week.
Arkansas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So next game, which is probably the biggest game of the weekend. A lot of people think Texas OU, but I'm talking about nationwide, not regional. Um, Mom, put your hearing aid in. God dang it, listen to me. Ohio State and Oregon. Ohio State number 2 ranked 5-0 versus number 3 um, Oregon ranked number 3 that are 5-0. Big game, big game. Scotty, who do you
Yeah,
got?
this could possibly be a Big Ten championship game too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. They're playing in Oregon, so the atmosphere is going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's a crazy place to play.
Yeah, but one thing about Oregon is they always tend to fight big games. They tend to lose. You
Yeah,
know, I'm going.
this
I'm
is one
going.
of the
I'm going. Huh?
this is one of the many home underdogs this week.
Man,
Oregon's I think Penn State was it 5.5, I think.
they're
Last time
Penn
I
State's
looked.
underdog.
They were favored by Ohio State
Oh, Ohio State's favored by
was.
5.5.
I believe so.
No,
Last time
damn.
I looked.
So they're not even thinking it's going to be really close. I mean, they think it's going to be close, but not that close. Um, but I think this one right here. I'm gonna go with my heart because I don't like Ohio State. I don't like the coach Day, Ryan Day.
Yeah.
But I do like Oregon's coach, and I just feel like Oregon's got to find a way to get out of that slump or that can't win big games um, mentality or what everybody thinks of them. When everybody thinks of Oregon, you're like, oh, they're a good team, but when it comes to big games, they're not going to win. Everybody's got that mindset of them already. I know I do.
Yeah.
So they got to break that from everybody. So they got to win this one. I hope they do, but we'll see. I mean, again, they could play again in the Big
I
Ten
mean, this is
championship.
Ohio State's definitely the toughest team they played so far.
Yeah, I'm just not. I'm still not sold on uh,
I mean, they really
Gabriel
haven't had
Dillon.
a test yet,
Yeah,
so
I'm still not sold on Gabriel Dillon yet as the quarterback.
yeah.
I mean, last week he threw like 2 interceptions. They were terrible interceptions too.
Yeah.
So, all right, moving right along because it's already past 8 o'clock, and some of us got to go to bed. Uh, Ole Miss and LSU. I'm saying we're not even done with the games yet. Ole Miss and LSU. 4-1 LSU versus 5-1 Ole Miss. Ole Miss is ranked 9. LSU is ranked 13.
Yeah, this is another
Underdog, home
LSU's
underdog.
home underdog in this one too. I believe it's 3.5.
Damn. I'll tell you what though. It's hard to play in
I'm-
LSU. I'm not an LSU fan. Oh,
Yeah,
listen. I take that back. I'm an LSU fan. I don't mind LSU. I don't like their coach.
yeah, I like LSU.
Yeah, I don't like their coach though. I don't like what Brian Kelly did to Notre Dame. Uh, but I feel like it's going to be tough for Ole Miss to go into LSU and win. So I might take LSU on that
Yeah,
one, but I'm not going to put a shot on it.
yeah. I'm going LSU on that one
LSU. Uh, this is not a
because
one. Huh?
Ole Miss, Ole Miss is.
My sister said Ole
It's
Miss.
hard to tell what. It's hard to tell what they're going to be each week
Yeah, that's
because
true.
they're like a different team every week.
That's true.
So I'm
Um,
going with even though Eli Manning was from Ole Miss, I'm gonna have to go with LSU.
LSU. Um, I'm gonna go with LSU just because I just think it's really tough to play there.
Yeah,
Yes,
that too.
Stars just scored. Stars just scored. I'm scared if I yelled in y'all's ear. um, so the next game, this is not one of those big games at the beginning of the season where you're like, oh, I can't wait to see this game. But right now, it's a pretty big game. Kansas State versus Colorado. 4-1 Kansas State versus 4-1
Yeah.
Colorado. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I said this the last time. If Colorado wins this game, get ready for the hype train again. Last time I said that, Colorado lost, so maybe they'll lose. But if they win, y'all better be ready. Y'all better
Yeah,
be ready. So I'm gonna go, but I am gonna go with Colorado because I like stirring the pot a little bit. So I want to see the hype train get hype and everybody get pissed off. What you got?
this one's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I'm I'm gonna have to go with Colorado. I think.
Oh, Stars just scored again. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But you say you're going with
not,
Colorado?
not, yeah, not a fan of Colorado, but they looked pretty good last week. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago. I don't think they played last week. 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
And the last game, of course, the one everybody's here to talk about. That's why they want to talk about it earlier because then y'all just heard it and then y'all would have left. But the Texas OU weekend, it's real big where I'm from. I'm not sure if anybody's from anywhere else on here, but where I'm from, Texas OU, it don't get no bigger than this. As y'all know, I'm a Baylor fan, but I love watching this game.
Oh yeah.
Ewers is back,
Yeah.
so the offense should
Like
look
you said,
really better.
you should be back.
Yep.
I think he probably could have been back sooner, but I think they were just letting just resting him for this game, letting Archie get some experience.
Yep. I totally agree. Um, but yeah, so I got Texas. I want Texas to win. I think I'm actually gonna put a shot on that one. Yes, I'm putting a shot on that. Texas is gonna win. I don't think my wife would like that because I don't think she likes. Because I think a lot of people are gonna be going for Texas this year, or this season, or this game.
Yeah,
So that's scary
yeah.
because when everybody roots for one team, it just seems like
I think yeah, they need to limit the turnovers.
yeah, for sure.
'Cause last year, Ewers had 3 turnovers and they ended up losing.
I think Oklahoma's offense is not good. But their defense is
No,
really good. So,
yeah, their offense is gonna struggle to score on Texas defense.
but like you said, they can't turn the ball over because then you give Oklahoma
Yeah,
plenty of reasons to score.
yep. And
So,
fact about this game, this is the first time that Texas has um, played the Red River rivalry as a #1 team since 1982 was the
damn,
last time.
last time Texas was #1 and playing this rivalry.
Yeah, playing the Red River rivalry.
What sucks is there's times that Texas be like ranked 5 and they'll lose to Oklahoma. They lost to an Oklahoma team that wasn't even ranked one year.
Yeah, I mean this game anything can happen.
Yeah. My mom said, Scotty, who's winning, Cowboys or Detroit?
Detroit's looking pretty good.
Yeah, Detroit is looking good. Um,
I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one, especially since they're in Detroit.
yeah. So another question somebody put out there, Cream said, do you put Manning in if the quarterback struggles? Ooh, that's a good one. Damn it, Nashville just scored. That's a good question. I think you don't. I think you leave
Yeah,
Ewers in. That's me. I think you leave him in.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think so.
I think he has to, he has to work through his struggles. Especially if he's going to go into the next level, he has to work on his through those struggles. Because in NFL, they don't really bench you. They don't put your backup in. They keep you in the game. They'll wait till
Yeah,
the end of the season, or not the end of the season, but in next week they'll be like, all right, we're going to start the next at quarterback. So he's got to work through his
yeah,
struggles. But I mean, like I said, Oklahoma's defense is no joke, so it's going to be tough. But I can still see, at the end of the day, I still see Texas winning big. I don't know what the point spread
oh
is,
yeah.
but I can still win it by two
It was
touchdowns.
15 and a half, I think, last time I looked,
Oh yeah, see, they got them winning big. So
which I
yeah,
think, which I think is pretty too high.
do you think it's gonna be? You think
But
going under?
I think, yeah, I think Texas will win, but I think uh, they'll be under.
All right. So we already talked about that. It's time to move on for the question of the day and then Scotty's segment. So here's the question of the day. If you were a superhero, what powers would you want? And I can't even read. If you were a superhero, what powers would you want to have? So that's the question of the day. Now it's time for Scotty. You ready?
Oh yeah.
It's time for Scotty's selfish segment.
All right.
Go ahead, Scotty.
We are going to be talking about the House versus NCAA settlement. They just had a preliminary hearing the other day. Basically, two former NCAA players brought a class action suit against the NCAA for revenue sharing, and the preliminary hearing they won. They set aside right now $2.8 billion to be paid out. So former players starting next week will be able to file a claim if they played between 2016 and 2021 before the NIL era. Might be eligible to receive some money. Um, and it's also kind of paved the way for whatchamacallit.
Like contracts and stuff like that.
Um, yeah,
Like
basically, schools will have the ability to share up to 22 million each year with the players as part of the that's the word I'm looking for. Like for the TV contracts and stuff,
oh yeah,
they'll
yeah.
get so they'll get up to 22 million each year for the players. Basically, it's like a salary cap.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily just football; it's any player,
So it could be
any
basketball,
roster
track, or
players. Yeah, basketball. And the final decision, funny enough, will be on April 7th, which is the NCAA basketball final. Is that day, and that's
oh
when the final decision will be
dang,
made.
dang. Um so
And
the letter of intent, which is the letter that you normally give you sign saying that that's what school you're going to go to, is not no longer going to be available. Now they're going to have basically a contract for you to sign. Is that correct? Did I say that right?
It's yeah, as far as I understand, that's how it's gonna be. They're just gonna the NCAA is gonna have more involvement in it,
Mm-hmm.
and there'll be more this rules and more closely monitored than it is right now.
So that what happened with UNLV with the coach? I mean, that quarterback just quitting on the team because of an NIL deal. That won't happen no more, or that it might still happen. Some people.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's supposed to start as early as next year. Um, I don't think they have all the details figured out yet, but I'm assuming they'll probably have some kind of contract.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Anything else, Mr.
Yep,
Scotty?
and yeah, real quick, they changed the transfer portal window.
Oh yeah.
Um, they shrunk it a little bit. It's going to be starting December 9th, which is the day after the conference championship games, which I think is stupid. I don't think shortening the window is going to do anything. It's just a dumb time to do it. Like we talked about earlier, it's like the NFL having free agency after the
Regular season.
last game of the regular season
Yeah.
before the playoffs. So it's I don't get that. But then the second one is just 10 days. It's April 16th to the 25th.
I think the transfer portal needs to be one time. You only get one time to transfer because there was that one player this past year who transferred to a school in December, and then when the transfer portal opened up again in with the April, he transferred again.
April,
I'm like,
yeah,
come on, dude. But I think it needs to be one time, like at the end of the season, like you say, like a free agent period where you enter the transfer portal for, and this is the time period,
yeah,
and that's it. You know,
yeah.
having it.
Well, once you enter, as long as you enter in that time frame, you
Uh-huh.
can transfer any time.
Oh, okay.
You just have to enter the portal at that between those dates.
Oh, okay. 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 Um, anything else, Scotty?
That's all I have for that.
Thank you, Scotty. Thank you very much. Now we on to the last part of the show, the part that y'all know. I know y'all been waiting for. It's time to put a shot on it. I got 4 games that I picked. I'm not sure if Scotty's got one. I did majority of the big games. I did one school that was not big, but I think it's going to be a good game. Starting off, I'm gonna start off with
Yeah,
Texas OU. I'm gonna go with Texas. I already said that. I'm putting a shot on that one. What were you saying, Scotty?
I said I have a game.
Okay. The next game I'm doing is Alabama and South Carolina. I'm going with Alabama. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's an easy one." Hey, I went 2-3 last week. I don't give a shit. I'm going to pick an easy. I think Alabama's going to win. Um, I got a hard one here. Penn State, USC.
Yeah,
I'm going Penn State though. I think Penn State should win this game against USC. USC has not looked good the last couple of weeks, so I'm putting a shot on Penn State. And the last one I have is Pitt versus Cal. Cal almost beat Miami last week. Disappointing loss for
yeah.
them, but I'm still gonna pick the
Pitt's
5-0 Pitt. Huh?
I think Pitt's undefeated, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're 5-0.
I think they're.
Yep. They're only
Yeah,
ranked 25th, but they're 5-0. But
they're
I'm
22 now.
22 now. Okay,
Yeah,
so those are my 4 games. So I went Texas, Alabama, Penn State, and Pittsburgh. Scotty, who you got?
I got a Big 12 matchup: Arizona at BYU.
Ooh, Stars just scored again, by the way. Uh,
Will the BYU train keep rolling, or
ooh, I'm gonna. You know what? BYU's kicking everybody's ass. I'm gonna go BYU. I'm going BYU just because they're in the Big 12, they're ranked, and we need help in the Big 12.
yeah?
So, and we got Iowa State, we got Kansas State, and we got BYU. I think are only three teams that are ranked right now. I'm not 100% sure on that, but Big 12 needs some help.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So Big 12 needs some help. I think if Colorado wins against Kansas State, they're going to be ranked. But Kansas State ranked? I think Kansas State is ranked. So
Yeah, they're 18 right now.
yeah. So I mean, that's another thing. Do you want Kansas State to get knocked out of the rankings for Colorado, or do you want Kansas State to stay in? And so
Yeah, I mean, if Colorado wins, then you got to start putting them in the conversation for the
yeah,
Big 12
for
championship
sure,
game.
for sure. I think their one loss was to BYU. So Kansas State, and they got handled by by BYU. So
Yeah.
so we'll see, we'll see. But those are my 4 games or 5 games because Scott said the BYU and Arizona State game, and I picked BYU. Anybody else got a game you want me to put a shot on? Let me know in the chat. If you don't think of one, and later on you think of one, put it in the chat still. I'll see it. It'll pop up on my phone, and I will gladly let you know before the game starts. Love you. Be good. Okay. So that's all we got for the day. We do have the last word, and like I said, it's my show, so I'm gonna be the last one to say something. First thing first, Tuesday. I don't know if y'all remember. 50 subs is my goal. Please spread the word. Let everybody know. I will be coming out with a TikTok. I already have and a Twitter to help kind of spread the word for myself. But the best networking is spread the word. Y'all let the people know. Hey, check out this show. Tell me what y'all think. I'm always here ready to learn, to grow. I want to do more. I listen to y'all. People say, "Why don't you try this? Bring this up. Talk about this." I seem to a lot of y'all like to put a shot on this segment because a lot of y'all talk about it, at least at work. I'm not sure about anybody else on here. But yeah, help me. If I can get to 50, we can figure something out that I would do. Like I said, I may throw a pie in my face or do 1 push up. My sister said, love you, sister. Thank you for watching. What game are you gonna go watch? I'm not sure what game you're watching, but she said, "Beam me up, Scotty." Also, I will be back on Saturday again for Saturday at 9 for the put a play off my bet. I'm not sure where I'm going to be at. I could be home. I could be out running the streets, but I'll make sure to get my shots in. I'll probably be intoxicated by that time too, because I'm gonna be drinking early because that's a big weekend of college football. And I will be starting streaming on YouTube. Same what you call it. On basically on here. It will be playing. I'm gonna start off playing sports games, but I play different other kind of games too. But I'll be playing sports games. I'll probably be trying. I'm gonna try it tonight, see how it goes. So if you see a notification, you're more than welcome to join the chat or jump in just to see me play some college football or boxing. Okay, enjoy the game. Enjoy watching the game, sister. Love you. Stars are winning 3-1. Thank you for joining again. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Scott, you got anything else you want to put in?
No, that's about it.
About it. All right. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be safe. Don't forget safety first, then teamwork.
All right. Bye.